Salutations and welcome back to my channel. I normally say welcome back to the farm, but as you can see behind me, there's all of these exercise balls. I'm actually sitting on one right now. And so I'm coming to you today from my fitness center. I decided to do a video a little bit ahead of schedule. I'm actually not scheduled to give you a Mounjaro update until after week 8. And right now I'm just finishing up week 7. But I had some really exciting news that I wanted to share with you. If you don't know, I was actually in the hospital about 12 plus weeks ago, really close to going into a diabetic coma. My blood sugars were up over 600. My A1c was 11.2. My blood pressure was 200 over 105. I was very sick. I had decided right then and there to get on the right path. So I started eating right. I started exercising. I started doing what I needed to do to get with the program. About 6 weeks later, I met with my first diabetic specialist, and that's when I decided with my specialist to start my Mounjaro journey. Oh, that day, I was a little skeptical about going on Mounjaro, but because of my diabetic numbers, it was decided this is where we needed to go. This is the direction to take. I've said since day one that my journey with Mounjaro is all about my type 2 diabetes, and the weight loss is a side effect. It's a really nice side effect, but the main focus is the diabetes. I've shared with you in earlier posts that from day one, when I first took my very first injection, my blood sugar numbers, my daily, weekly, hourly, my hourly and minute by minute numbers on my continuous glucose monitor, they dropped significantly day one. Been holding very steady. I have been within my target range of between 70 and I don't go over 180, but I've been in my range 100% of the time since starting this medication. Now the CGM, the continuous glucose monitor, does tell me what a projected A1c could be based on how I had been doing. And I was really happy to see those numbers going down. Now, when I met with the diabetic specialist and she put me on Mounjaro, my A1c at that time, after 6 weeks post-hospital visit, was 7.9. So just on exercising at home and making some dietary changes, I had taken my A1c from 11.2 to 7.9, all on my own. I'd also lost about 10 pounds. So we decided to do this Mounjaro. And like I said, my CGM tells me what I think it's gonna be. And lately it's been showing, 6.7, 6.4. For a little while there, it was saying 6.3. Well, 12 weeks post-hospital visit, I thought I would really love to know what my A1c is. Now, I'm not going to be seeing that diabetic doctor for another 6 weeks. I don't want to wait 6 weeks to know how well I've done in this journey towards better health. Now, remember, this is not just because of the shot. I'm exercising 6 days a week, and I have made some drastic health changes. I'm not on a diet. I've made some really good nutritional changes to my daily eating, and I really wanted to know what that number was. So I went down to my local Walmart. If you go to the Walmart pharmacy, they do offer, many of them offer some really neat things to their clients. And one of them is you can have your A1c checked, you can have your body mass index checked, you can have your glucose checked. What else can they check for you? They can check all kinds of things for you. So I thought for $29, it's worth it to me to go down there and have my A1c checked. So they took me to a little room in the back and got all gloved up and all of the safety procedures. They were very professional about it. And it's just a little finger prick just so they can just get a little bit of blood. And then they mix it with a solution and they put it into a special machine and you have to wait 5 minutes. It's the same test that your doctor can utilize up at a clinic. So I waited the 5 minutes and I told the pharmacist, I said, look, here's what I'm hoping for. Hope with me, cross your fingers. I said, my continuous glucose monitor says maybe I'll be around 6'3", 6'4". I really want to shoot for 6.2, so cross your fingers with me that I can at least have between 6.2 and 6.4. And that timer clicked down from 5 minutes, and I just kind of got caught up in other things. And then she just looked at me with her face scrunched up a little bit and then a smile. And I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "Nothing's wrong. It's 5.8. 5.8. I hoped for 6.2 to 6.4. I'm 5.8 is my A1c. I am so excited. The hard work is paying off. Now, I know people are going to say it's because you're on Mounjaro, and Mounjaro is my tool that's helping me, but I'm going to take full credit for the fact that I've been exercising every day, strength training, walking, and making the good, healthy choices for my intake, drinking my water, keeping my carbs low. I'm taking control of this from 11.2 3 months ago to 5.8. I am super excited. And I'm hoping that when I see my doctor in 6 weeks, it'll be even lower. So I'm not going to share with you about any weight loss today. I'm not going to share with you about how many inches I've lost. I gave you an update on that last week. You can check that out. It's my 5 and 6 week update. But next week, I'll do a week 7 and 8 update and let you know how the numbers are going as far as weight loss. Because again, that's the side effect. The main focus of me being on Mounjaro was to get my type 2 diabetes under control. And here I am winning 5.8 for an A1c. I just had to share it with you. Oh, okay, well that's it for today, guys. I am done with my workout. Today I did 1.5 miles of walking. I worked on my core, my shoulders, my lats, and my chest. And I am going to go home and have a nice salad for lunch. And I will see you again next time when I check in to let you know how my Mounjaro journey, say it 5 times fast, Mounjaro journey. I'll let you know how it's going next time I check in. Until I see you again, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.